So the Democrats speaking at the Dem convention, they're so close yet so far away in much of what they say, blaming Trump for everything when they really need to be blaming government on the whole, but of course they won't do that. I don't like that all they do is blame Trump for everything, not because I'm Trump's number one fan. There's a whole long list of things I don't like about Trump. Tariffs, raising consumer prices, his reliance on and begging of the Federal Reserve to keep going down the path of low interest rates, his very unimpressive record on gun control where he banned bump stocks and was seriously looking at banning silencers, or his what I would just call stupid little flirtations with unilaterally banning vaping back when that was the thing scaring everyone before COVID. So there's a lot I don't like, which is frustrating because I don't like how the Democrats make me defend him. But you had Obama speaking at the DNC saying 170,000 people died from COVID, and this is Trump's fault. It's his failure. Now, first of all, I don't trust that number with all the disingenuous cause of death reporting due to hospitals getting a nice pile of money each time they do that. But regardless, 170,000 people died, and Obama is going to blame Trump. Just lay it all at his feet. What about the CDC failing miserably early on because of their ridiculous regulations that prevented us from getting masks out, or ventilators, or testing kits? That could have potentially saved many lives. We could have known early on who contracted COVID, they could have quarantined, and it could have reduced the number of COVID infections from there by who knows how much. But no, Obama and the rest of the Dems just do the easy, stupid political thing and just blame Trump. Or how about the other terrible regulations that prevented vodka and whiskey distilleries from making hand sanitizer when there was a shortage? Nope, the CDC says that you have to add into that a denaturant, which would have screwed up all of their machines, and it would have cost tons of money to ever revert back. And thankfully they lifted that. But again, it wasn't in time, and there was a huge shortage of hand sanitizer. Someone who might have otherwise been able to not get COVID because of hand sanitizer might have gotten it, and who knows how much that would have spread. And again, that can be laid directly at the feet of the regulatory state. Again, they never mention this. Or how about the fear of overrunning the hospitals? This caused a ton of chaos that never happened, and perhaps it would have never even been an issue if not for the certificate of need that one would need to even build a hospital. And the certificate of need is reviewed by other hospitals in the area, so that's great. They get to choose to what extent they have to be competitive. What a wonderful gift of government to them, and what a terrible blow to all of us, especially when we could have used that freedom at our most vulnerable time. But no, again, just blame Trump. Or how about early on all the governors and Dr. Fauci himself saying, don't wear a mask, and then Dr. Fauci later admitting he knowingly lied about that. You can't now say that masks save lives, and shame on anyone who ever expressed a different opinion from that in the past, but find no fault in your own narrative against any of those people, and instead, again, just lay all the blame at the feet of Trump. It is ridiculous. Or how about the imploded economy? Now, as I mentioned before, I've tons of criticisms of Trump on the economy. He was just successful at building up the house of cards even further. He never put any cement in the foundation. He did a little good cutting regulations, but he relied heavy on that low interest rate environment the Fed was giving him. Again, this isn't how you get the real economy into a healthy state of affairs, but the implosion we've seen, although it was inevitable with or without COVID, you can't say that Democratic governors, mainly who forbade small businesses from opening up, you can't say they aren't even a little bit of the reason why people can't find a job now. You can't say that incessant and insane lockdown measures that ground the entire economy to a halt with absolutely nowhere to turn, you can't say that had nothing to do with it. Again, just blame Trump and move on. It's the easiest trick in the book. So it's just telling how desperate they are to avoid certain topics and certain obvious truths. Don't think too much, just listen to us blame Trump so we can get in charge, and then we'll behave in our own special little erratic ways. That'll bring prosperity back, and also make sure you don't listen to anyone pointing out the massive failures of government at all levels within both major parties. That's not going to help your perspective. Just listen to us, continue hating Trump, and vote for more government, as if that wasn't the very thing that caused almost all of these problems in the first place. People should not be taking this seriously anymore. It is baffling that anyone does. But that is all for now. Like, subscribe, share, and take it easy.